continue to work that angle as well. Lots of people dealing with flooding this afternoon because of so much rain that fell last night. And some areas are cleaning up after a tornado hit.
Our team of meteorologists tracked the storm as it happened. You saw it here. This evening, they are surveying the damage. We begin our Team 7 weather coverage with meteorologist Dante Jones in Darke County.
Yeah, James, Cheryl, out here in Rossburg in Darke County, we talked about tornadoes and winds being part of the problem at 5 o'clock. Now we're talking about flooding, which has been a problem and another impact that these folks have had to deal with across the Miami Valley with these storm systems that rode through last night. Take a look here at this roadway. You can see the dark pavement now. This is where the water level was. It's starting to recede a little bit. We have some pretty gusty winds and some drier air that's working in here, and that's allowing for some of the receding of the water. But this is over the roadway and it's receded some, but you still can't see exactly how deep that water is. We kind of use as a rule of thumb, can you see the yellow line in the middle of the roadway? And if you can see that, that gives you an indication of exactly how deep the water is. So we're not seeing this yellow line. The National Weather Service uses a model that says turn around, don't drown. And that's what you really want to use. You don't want to go into something like that because you don't know how deep it is. And we've seen many a video across the country and across the world of being swept away because of that incident. As a matter of fact, we received about 1 to 2 inches of rainfall yesterday with these storms. A lot of folks across the northern portions of the Miami Valley in particular. And it's not just the amount of rainfall that we had yesterday, but we've really been inundated with a lot of rainfall for the past 6 months. Every month since the month of October has been above average with rainfall. So that means any rain or any water that falls on top of that, the ground's just saturated and it has nowhere to go. In fact, we still got flood warnings that are in effect until Saturday morning for Auglaize, Mercer, and here in Darke County. So there could be possibly more rain to come and more chances for flooding.
Okay, Dante, and Storm Survey confirms an EF0 tornado touchdown in Darke County.
I want to give you a look at the damage that twister left behind not too far from Greenville. Storm Center 7 Chief Meteorologist McCall Vrydaghs was on the air last night tracking that tornado. She continues our Team 7 coverage with the path that storm took.
Well, it was a very active evening. At around 9 o'clock, I watched 2 storm systems approaching the Miami Valley. One was actually entering the northwestern part of Darke County, and it did have indications of rotation, but it was the southern storm coming out of Connorsville that would eventually create that tornadic situation in Darke County. This is a replication of the velocity scans that I had last night. You can see that northern storm begins to weaken, but watch what happens as the storm lifts northward. It's coming out of Wayne County into parts of Randolph County. It weakens and then regains strength right there at the county line. When you come in very closely, there's Greenville about 7 miles to the west shortly after 10 p.m. We saw a very tight rotation with this couplet as it moved on by over State Route 502. The National Weather Service did confirm that it was an EF0 tornado with estimated winds up to 70 miles an hour. We have seen almost 11 to 12 tornadoes just in this past year. We are looking at more inclement weather into the weekend, and I'm going to track that for you coming up.